Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about a subject of, is it good to be ambitious? Well, I think that definitely it is good to be ambitious to a certain extent, because that's the thing, is that if you're too ambitious, well, sometimes the ambition can take over your life, and you see it. You see it in all people who are extremely wealthy. Their ambition has taken over their life, and if you enjoy that, if it's something that gives you purpose in life, and you feel that it's what you want to do, yeah, I say go for it. Work 12 to 15 hours a day, do your thing, and if you're able to do that and still and find meaning in that, then good for you, that's great. But if you want to find more of a balance of just making money, having a family, enjoying exploring the world or different restaurants or whatever you enjoy doing, that's not wrong either. Not everybody has to be a millionaire. Obviously, if you do want to be a millionaire or a billionaire or the next Steve Jobs or whatever it is, well, it's not going to happen just because you have an idea. It's not going to happen just because you are in your head you're a dreamer. It's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of work, and it's not going to happen overnight, and it's going to come with a lot of failures, and the failures will accumulate. You're going to have very thick skin. You're going to have to get a lot of criticism from people, and again, a lot of failures, and probably a lot of moments where you're going to be on the brink of being poor, and eventually you can get those millions or those billions, how they say. But it's not for everyone. It's all about consistency. And if you're not able to have that consistency, if you're not able to do it, well, then being ambitious but being lazy, well, that's not going to get you anywhere really. So what I say is that you should figure out what your level of ambition is and whatever it is you want to achieve in life, and stick to that. Just be a good person in society at least. You don't have to. If you enjoy playing 8 hours a day video games, and you're cool with making $20,000 a year, but you're able to pay your rent and you're able to be happy in the way that you are, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Our society sometimes pushes us to be this and this and that, and to have every moment of our waking life be about work, but it's not for everyone. Now, if you're freeloading and you're complaining about it and you're depressed about it, well, then you better do something about it. Otherwise, well, what's happening? You're basically just being a freeloader and a complainer and somebody who's not pleasant to be with, or the extremes, kind of like in movies, doing drugs and just making all your family life and all the things around you go to crap, and you're doing like a lot of bad things. Well, then I say no, that's not good. You got to change that, because then you're just being a freeloader. Maybe you're just getting the government's money, and then you're making the more wealthy people live better. And I'm not against having a universal income. I do actually feel that in our society, where basically things are getting automated more and more, there's just going to be less jobs. And if we don't have at least some sort of universal income, well, we're going to eventually get to a point where we just don't have the jobs, except if you're like so good in a specific field or another, and that's going to be the biggest problem. So that's going to be a change that's going to have to happen, even though people maybe don't realize it yet, and it happens really fast. But even within that, you got to try to find your purpose. You got to try to find a meaning to the things that you do. You got to try to find, basically, some sort of way of finding a balance. And if you are ambitious, if you are that person that is wanting to work 12 hours a day and all that, there's one thing about being ambitious, but as I mentioned, you also got to have thick skin. And you're going to have a lot of bad ideas, and you're going to have a lot of criticism along the way. And if you have a family and kids, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And that's kind of like what it's going to have to be. So if you do, just be aware of that. Sacrifices, time, and figure out what you really want from life. Is money going to make you happy? It does help. Definitely does. But also, money brings more bills, so you got to make even more money. And you just got to figure out what's best for you. That's it. Okay, well, that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.